Good evening. I am Daksh. I am the founder of Blub World magazine. We work with the focus of finding teenagers who are doing inspiring work in life and then showcasing their inspiring stories to other teens. So, simply put, we do teens inspiring teens. Until now, we have covered nearly 300 such teenagers from across the world in different formats of video, print, interviews, online chats, and different modes. And from time to time, we try to create industry white papers focused on K-12 sector, which is typically schools. कि school में क्या innovative, क्या नया, क्या different हो रहा है at different points of time. All of us right now are experiencing something for the first time in our lives, and we hope that we never experience it again. But at this moment, the whole world has actually turned out to be a laboratory for the whole education sector. This is the right time to do any small, little, big innovation that you think could work out or become big. Because your students right now are in a controlled atmosphere. And in this controlled atmosphere, a lot of experimentation can be done on different pedagogies, different approaches, different ideas. So before we move forward, a very formal welcome to all of you to the Blub World Web Talks 46th episode. Before this, we have done 45 such sessions. And till now, more than 400 school leaders have participated in these web talks. And they've shared their ideas and innovations on how differently or how interestingly are they engaging their students during this lockdown, and how do they think the school will open post this lockdown, and how would this impact education. Some of the best ideas that we selected out of the first 30 episodes have already been published in the magazine in the form of white paper, where we have selected 96 ideas. And those ideas are even available on the social media platforms of Blub World that you can go and see and even experiment within your schools. And I think this is the right time when, all of us have got a new responsibility or a new role. Every section of the society contributes to society with its own capabilities, experiences, understandings. And at this point, farmers are taking care of our food. Police is taking care of security. Doctors are taking care of our health. As educationists, it's now our role to actually create the knowledge that the world would need in the coming times. Because most of the things that we knew about running a school, about education, about school, have already been obliterated. Because the simple concept on which the school's model was defined was small number of teachers taking care of a large number of students. And this does not exist anymore. Simply because we'll have to teach our children a paradox. Schools were supposed to be a location where the society came together. And now we are supposed to teach them social distancing. So we don't know how that's going to happen. So as far as concept or understanding or the idea of a school were concerned or are concerned, it's all gone. And what we'll go into post this lockdown would be an institution that would need a new definition from all of you. Not just in the forms of brick and mortar, but in the form of pedagogy, in the form of engagement. Because इतने समय में हमने इतने सारे बच्चों को screens के through one-on-one teaching की आदत डाल दी है. How would we get them back on one-to-many? Teachers के skill sets बदल जाएंगे. जो बच्चा और जो teacher अब class में वापस आने वाले हैं, उनका वो persona या character introduction same नहीं होगा. It will change. And the skill sets that you'll require in a teacher in the coming times, that also will change. क्योंकि अब the kid would need a lot more engaging content. And today's talk is typically just about that. We have phrased it in a very, catchy way. The phrase is simple: the future teacher or the teacher's future. The first one or the first part of the topic is your aspiration, the kind of teacher you'll want in the future. And the second part is your reality, which you have to train and uplift and bring to a level where he becomes good enough or utilizable enough for your future. So let's see, what do you think? What are your opinions? What are your ideas? And how would you right now take care of the backbone of every school? उस हर एक टीचर का हम कैसे ध्यान रखेंगे? और अब हमारी HR policies, हमारे recruitments कैसे change हो जाएंगे in the coming times? Let's hear your thoughts on the future teacher or the teacher's future. एक चीज guaranteed है कि technology सब सीख लेंगे और technology सबको सिखानी होगी. But उसके अलावा क्या? What do you think? उन्हें अपने पढ़ाने के तरीके में क्या change करना होगा? बच्चों से बात करने के तरीके में क्या change करना होगा? There'll be a lot of new things that will have to be introduced. So in the next 20-30 minutes, I hope you get some amazing ideas from all of you here. And आपके जो सबसे अच्छे ideas होंगे, we'll showcase them. And in the coming times, we are hosting a big webinar with the Honorable Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla ji. And some of the best ideas will be put into a suggestive document and then shared with the speaker so that it can be forwarded to the MHRD. So देखते हैं कि do some ideas actually make it to the MHRD. So let's hear it from all of you. What all interesting and engaging do you have about the future teacher and the teacher's future? I hope you enjoy the next 20-30 minutes. Once again, welcome to the Blub World Web Talks 46th episode. So let's now hear it from all of you. Let's first hear it from Manjula ma'am. Manjula ma'am, over to you for the next 2 minutes. You can unmute your audio.
Good evening, Joy. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Really, things fall apart. Sender has lost its control. But something we believed would last forever comes to an end now. So now, the topic, the future of teacher, or the future teacher, or the teacher's future. It's an irony, but I mean. So I apt the future teacher, of course, because teacher's future is always awesome and incredible too. As always, I believe, whatever the risks and challenges including my fellow beings, having that energy and intelligence to overcome the situation. But now, situation has been up and down. The post-COVID period is very near, but the things won't be entirely like before for every teacher and students. So for every teacher and child, it's an era of epoch-making changes. So we have to work it on. Things and its planning should be made properly. We have to work in a distance, stipulated distance. Child must sit in a stipulated distance, to learn in stipulated distance, to work in stipulated distance creates a great havoc. It may damage the psyche of the child. So of course, how could be a future teacher would work, or what could be the role and a future teacher must be designed. The right time is now. So I give a big salute to Mr. Daksh and his team for his teenage inspiring. Let's see. We know how would be a future teacher, or what are their responsibilities. Every teacher must have accept this challenge with wholeheartedly and with aim to build a new nation in a post-COVID period. To accept this revolution wholeheartedly in the field of education. So the formal, now what happened? The formal classroom might be, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. You're audible.
I'm audible, some disturbance came. So the future classroom now changed. How it changed? The future, that means now the running classroom has been shifted to where e-learning sources or arena of learning hubs, or the verbal communication has been replaced by the virtual communication. And simply the feelings and emotions on the faces has been converted into a simple digital or fiber touch. So teaching is, it's a quite a difficult at this juncture. So the teacher must be aware of. And
actually, the time was over. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. I think, yes, there will be a psychological damage. There will be a emotional disconnect that would have already seeped into the students because इतने समय तक वो अपने घर पे थे. So उस emotional disconnect को actually school कैसे भरेगा will again be a challenge because अब आपको शायद mask के साथ पढ़ाना होगा, and when the mask comes in, the expression goes off. And how do you connect with the kid now? So there are different kind of new challenges. But thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Let's now hear it from Priya ma'am. Priya ma'am, over to you for the next 2 minutes. You can unmute your audio.
I was reading a book by Alvin Toffler, published in 1970, okay, which talks about future shock. It's a very apt word for today's condition because it talks about challenge which we have never faced before, the acceleration of that challenge and the rate at which we need to adapt to that challenge. And see, such challenges are going to be there in future also. It's not a one time, maybe it's not COVID, maybe it's something else. That's how the world is changing. And that is the reason we talk about 21st century skills in students. What about 21st century skills in teachers also? So I think the very first thing that the teachers of the future require is a very, very high emotional quotient. We need to, so far, EQ has never been a part of teacher recruitment holistically. I mean, in a very broad sense, probably when we interview teachers, we look at, their aptitude and attitude and so on. But a proper assessment of the EQ of a teacher to face a challenge, simple challenge like I'm wearing a mask, how do I express myself? How do I connect with the child? How do I allow the child to connect with me? Ease his discomfort. So that is one thing that should be mandatory in all the schools. Emotional quotient followed by mental health and wellness of teacher, because only a happy teacher can make happy schools. That is the first thing. The second point that I feel becomes very important for teacher and with the technology aided teaching or technology based teaching today is that to deliver great technologies, you require great teachers. Technology has its own ways of delivering stuff, right? There's a lot of information. There's information explosion. What should be taken? What should be sifted? That's a skill and an art. So a teacher has to be a skill manager for that, to understand what she needs to take, what our students need to take from that technology. Second challenge is when you talk about cognition, technology works at a very high speed. Our cognitive abilities don't work at the same speed. So pausing between the technological delivery is also a skill that a teacher needs to learn today. I cannot just play a video and expect children to understand. You need to take pauses to explain what you're talking about. And my time is up. And I think another important skill teachers are going to need is collaboration with teachers across the world, not just in your own country. And we must have such platforms where our teachers are able to collaborate across the globe, because the challenge of this pandemic is same across the globe. Nobody is spared, neither the elite or the other class, right? So these, I think, are the key points in my mind as of now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think a very nicely structured talk. We need to think on the 21st century skills. It's an actual information explosion. And the biggest challenge right now for a teacher is content curation, actually choosing what content should go through and what should not. Because curation is the biggest challenge in such a scenario, because most of the tech that we have can curate content for adults, but it does not have the capability to curate content for teens or adolescents or children. So this is where the teacher's role now becomes super, super, super critical. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your perspective. Let's now hear it from, just a moment. Let's now hear it from Chandrakala Mishra, ma'am, Principal, Abhay International School, Mumbai. So Chandrakala, ma'am, over to you.
Very good evening, beloved team and my respected principal. It is an honor to talk first time on live this way. I will start my 2 minutes with this beautiful quote given by Charles Darwin. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is one that is most adaptable to change. From this statement only we can understand the fittest will survive in this pandemic, in this challenging world. And I am very assured that teachers are ready with this challenge. Teachers are future ready. Teachers have proved that they can tackle any situation with their ability. There are few qualities which a future ready teacher should have, which I think we all will believe in that. Normally we see that teachers should be compassionate, caring, have empathy, can deliver as per the student's needs. But again, continuous learning, new skills, new technology is very required in today's day. And learning, apart from learning how to deliver that which is suitable to the student's ability, that also should be taken into consideration. Adaptability to new change, the new normal. Now the new term has come, new normal. Things are not normal in that way, but students and teachers are really enjoying it. My 57-year-old teacher is telling me, ma'am, really I'm enjoying teaching in this online way. I never thought I can prepare presentation and I can engage the student in this beautiful way. Students are even disturbing her there by poking the question in chat box, and she's really enjoying that. She's telling me, yes, ma'am, I can deliver in better way. Previously, it was chalk and duster, but now it is technology which I can use with the confidence. So that is what a teacher is ready to change, provided we give them the atmosphere. Now the study point will change, as told by Priya ma'am just now, that we have to keep the student's ability in mind. We have to keep student centric. The student center is very much required, because once you have to keep in mind that you're teaching through Zoom or through any app, they may be listening to you, they may be not listening to you. So you have to create different activities or poke certain questions which will keep them engaged in that way, and they will really feel like attaching to that. A small test, a quiz, a competition to understand their day-to-day learning, which we did in our school, and it is going on very beautifully. Even one more point which I would like to put here, that now we need a quality of parallel leadership. Now, no leader is only leader if the team is not working parallel with them. So I believe that teachers should be given equal chances, mutual trust. We have to trust them. Now you can go in the classroom, you can check the CCTV camera. Here, how you are going to check every activity. So mutual trust is important. They should be able to put themselves, express themselves. Sometimes even they are human being, they may be frustrated, and we have to give them the right direction. And that is what I feel, that as a leader, we can really help them to develop. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chandrakala ma'am. As for most of the medical practitioners, there is a term called continuous, capacity enhancement, or CME, continuous medical enhancement. There should be something for teachers, because continuous learning is something that would be very critical now. Because इतना जल्दी टेक चेंज होता है, इतना जल्दी इकोसिस्टम चेंज होता है कि अडेप्ट करना भी मुश्किल हो जाता है. Because वो कैपेबिलिटीज, वो नई स्किल्स उतना जल्दी अपने आप में ले आना is something again which is going to be a big challenge. So from the management side, it has to be right now thought and planned on वो continuous training कैसे होगी और उसके sources क्या क्या होंगे. Because again, उस training का curation हमारी जिम्मेदारी है, and वो curation is also very critical. So let's now hear it from Nuzhat Khan ma'am, who's the founder principal of SP Nutan Academy, Malad West, Mumbai. So ma'am, over to you for the next 2 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ms. Nuzhat Khan from SP Nutan Academy, and thank you, Mr. Gaur, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to agree with all the speakers here and what they expressed. Sir has asked me to speak about the future teachers, the qualities that we are looking forward in them. So as ma'am rightly said that, the entire HR policy will have to be refined. Yes, earlier, whatever we told to our teachers, what we told to our parents, we told to our, the fraternity was, collaborate with students, bring them together. So now social distancing. In our orientation meeting, I remember telling them that reduce your screen time. Now I'm going to conduct an orientation where I'm going to tell them, please adopt the screen time. So we told teachers, go and, pat on the back of a child, encourage him. Now we will tell the teachers, no touching in sense, no even patting the back of a child. So a lot of changes have come in. I have drafted 5 simple qualities that I'd like to share. First is good communication, as Priya ma'am said. It is very important that teachers are good listeners. One has to develop this quality. And when it comes to effective teaching, strong communication, we all know, is a must. After 4 months of lockdown period, when the students come to our school, they are going to be all anxious. They are going to be full of anxiety, worry. Some of them may come out of the containment zone. Some may be having a COVID patient in their house. They may have seen the condition. So we have to develop the communication skills so that they come and tell us what happened to them in the last 4 months. And also, we will have to develop the quality of being good listener. They always say a good communicator is always a good listener. So this is first thing that we will be talking about with our teachers in our induction program. The second quality is focus on collaboration. Daksh sir said, yes, we must collaborate. Collaborate not just amongst ourselves, like children collaborating with themselves for an activity on a project, but also as educators, let's spread our horizon. Like Daksh sir has put this collaborative platform here, where we will be sharing our best practices with the other schools. And let's put it forth, let's share our ideas and collaborate and make this teaching zone a very a beautiful place to learn. So we will have to learn or develop the quality of collaboration. The third one will be adaptability, adapting to new changes. The fourth that we'll have to develop is show empathy, patience, and compassion. These are the three things that is developing the emotional quotient of a child will be a must. And the fourth will be to bring best practices in terms of communication, best practices in content, and the best practices in technology. A culmination of all these practices. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, ma'am. So at this point, we can all understand one thing: the teacher cannot be just a teacher anymore. And education just cannot be education anymore. अभी तक इतने लोगों से बात करने के बाद, one thing that we know for sure, that education will now have to become edutainment. It cannot be education anymore. It has to be education and entertainment, because आपको उस बच्चे का अटेंशन स्पैन एक तो बड़ा भी करना है, एंड एट द सेम टाइम उसको जितनी देर वो है आपके साथ उसको ग्रैब करके रखना है. तो कंटेंट को केवल इंफॉर्मेटिव होने के साथ में स्टिकी भी होना पड़ेगा, कि सो दैट द स्टूडेंट एक्चुअली वांट्स टू लिसन टू यू. तो अब सिंपल सी एक चीज है, आप अपने से आगे वाली जनरेशन को पढ़ा रहे होते हैं, अपने से पीछे वाली से खुद पढ़े होते हैं. सो दिस बिकम्स अ वेरी बिग गैप टू एक्चुअली कनेक्ट. एंड अब ऐसा लगता है कि अब हर इंडक्शन के अंदर एक पार्ट यही होना चाहिए कि टू अंडरस्टैंड द साइकी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट, कि आप जिस एज को पढ़ाने वाले हो उसका साइकोलॉजिकल एनालिसिस बहुत जरूरी हो गया. अभी तक उतना क्रिटिकल नहीं था, लेकिन अब क्योंकि हर चीज उससे इंपैक्ट होने वाली है, तो इसलिए दैट बिकम सुपर क्रिटिकल नाउ. So thank you so much, ma'am. Let's now hear it from Rajesh sir, who's the administrative officer of School of Scholars in Akola. So Rajesh sir, over to you. So before Rajesh sir starts to speak, just to give you an idea, when we curate this call, so what we try to do is to get a variety of geographies together. तो अभी भी आप जो अपना कॉल देखेंगे उसमें आपको नियरली इंडिया के हर कोने से कोई ना कोई मिल जाएगा. So that we get perspective of different regions as well. So over to Rajesh sir. Rajesh sir, over to you.
Yes, sir. Good evening to you all. As far as this diverse three-tier educational system is concerned, the person who accepts this noble profession, he or she has already set her future. Therefore, when we talk about the future of all those who have engaged themselves in this profession, is nevertheless to say that it is bright, because they have always seen the bright side inside the class also and outside the class also. Basically, learning to know, learning to be, learning to do, and learning to live together. These are the four principles of education described by Taylor. By taking into consideration these pillars, educationists and specially teachers, they are formulating their policies and goals to achieve through different methods. In this course, they are considering their upgradation in different ways. In this pandemic situation of COVID-19, all teachers are working on updating their skills, especially online teaching, preparing content as per the need of the children, as well as they are learning new learning techniques of presentation. When we talk about the teacher or teachers in the 21st century, he or she must be a master of multitasking, as he or she has to develop the learning skills, literacy skills, as well as life skills. This pandemic situation where everything is new for all the stakeholders to manage the change, except the change is the need of this hour. And teachers developing their intrapersonal skills will be the future of this new era. The global scenario of teaching learning process will be changed. Definitely the contribution of the students, teachers, parents, and all other stakeholders will be required to process further and to achieve the goal, because the goal of all stakeholders is the same. I know that to accept this change is not easy, but to convert this into an opportunity is not difficult for all the teachers. Teachers of the 21st century, they are undeniable, dealing with new challenges, but it is to be noted that they are now more accountable for students' overall development, laying the foundation for lifelong progress. And the challenges may have changed, but so have the resources and rewards too. And with the consent, new updates in education sector, the teaching scenario may only change for the better. I would like to conclude with the famous words of Benjamin Franklin. He said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. it is that ways, because this is the time when there are new challenges, and at the same time we've got a new set of resources with all of us. So we'll have to now understand to use these resources to their best abilities, capabilities. So before we go on to the next speaker, I would like to just bring your notice to one very simple observation. When economies started or commerce started, it was a seller's market. The seller used to decide, I have this and I'll sell this in the market, and supply governed the market chain. But with the course of developing activities, developing economies, and globalization coming in, it became a buyer's market. Whatever the buyer wanted, seller prepared, and it came into the market. And that exact same scenario is right now happening in the education sector. Till now, school education was a school's ecosystem or a teacher's ecosystem. Now, it's no more a teacher's ecosystem. It's a learner's ecosystem, because the focus has absolutely shifted. And if we do not shift the focus, we'll lose the learner. That's for sure. Because जो ट्रांजैक्शन अभी तक था वो डायडैक्टिक था, वो अब डायडैक्टिक नहीं रह सकता, अब उसे एंगेजिंग होना पड़ेगा. It cannot be lectures anymore, it will have to be discussions now. Flip learning सब समझने लग गए, flip learning बहुत जने यूज करने लग गए. But this is the right time when you need to understand कि जिस बच्चे को आप flip करके टास्क दे रहे हैं, उसको अब एक नई तरीके की ट्रेनिंग चाहिए, and उसके लिए टीचर को कुछ नया कंटेंट चाहिए. So let's now hear it from Shilpa ma'am, Shilpa Lokhande, Vice Principal, MVM International School, Mumbai. So Shilpa ma'am, over to you.
Hi everyone, good evening. Actually, let me correct, I am not a Vice Principal, I am the Principal, but due to lockdown, the paperwork has not been done. So I am writing here as a Vice Principal. So good evening everyone. Our aim here is to create the generation of human capital with humanistic values of peaceful life, twinned with competency set of a promising workforce, which is the responsibility of every educator, what I feel. The core challenge for us here is how to incorporate the essence of the curriculum with different framework, using creative approaches like I can say psychodrama and experiential learning, experiential education, optimizing productivity of the teacher. This is also one major task for us. Then nurturing and restructuring the core team towards vision executive. Then I can say enhancing the brand equity of the school is also important. Then talent profiling of the students for generating creatively contributing futuristic alumni, I can say. Presently, teachers are trying to engage children with online teaching and learning. The technology may vary across schools and states. But as educators, we have to look at the implications of these new learning process for our learners. Schooling is supposed to look after the emotional, social, and behavioral health of children, which is also diametrically opposite to social distancing. From live TV broadcasting of academic subjects, video interactions, then online theaters, anywhere, anytime. It is apparent that technological education systems, then touchscreen paper corrections, then digital books, smart boards, they have become the new reality. Going forward in the new post-pandemic environment, what will be required is a huge shift in mindset, both social and emotional. A new approach is needed to alter online paradigm. However, with online learning, students' responses have been very good. This has strengthened the teachers across the country and has inspired them to work harder. Teachers are as important as health workers because they are looking after the mental, emotional, and social health of children at home. Within this new learning paradigm, it will have to be seen how best to engage the children not only in education, but in socializing with their peers, creating safe zones to play, etc. Then we need to ensure that teachers come back to work so that hands-on training can happen, since many of them may not be technologically adept. For many teachers, their entire world has changed, from traditional teaching tools to juggling with gadgets and software. So a post-pandemic school plan is essential and has to be prepared with a staggered opening. The government and school leaders will have to think of novel methods by which children can be assimilated back into school setting. And this has to be looked at bearing in mind the normal school calendar. Perhaps the new educational policy needs to be revisited and quickly recalibrated. Some practical things that can be done are cleaning and sanitizing the classrooms and areas where children converge regularly. Planning events with large gatherings should be avoided. Increasing the medical staff and counselors in schools. There can be
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shilpa ma'am. for those amazing words. And I think you've structured your talk very nicely. And optimizing teacher productivity, because this is going to be a very big challenge now, because बहुत सारे schools अभी ये plan कर रहे हैं that in the post lockdown times we'll have shift schools. लेकिन हमें उस समय पे ये भी समझना है कि एक टीचर जो सुबह की शिफ्ट में आया, क्या उसकी एफिशिएंसी सेकंड शिफ्ट में उतनी ही रहेगी, और क्या एक पूरा नया सेट ऑफ टीचर्स अब रिक्रूट किया जाएगा, बिकॉज द फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रक्चर ऑन विच द स्कूल रन्स, उसके अंदर बहुत बड़े चैलेंजेस हैं. आप 30% कैपेसिटी पे ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑपरेट नहीं कर सकते. आप 30% कैपेसिटी पे क्लास तो चला लेंगे, लेकिन कितने शिफ्ट्स करेंगे? आई जस्ट वांट टू शेयर अ वेरी नाइस आइडिया जो कि सूरत के एक स्कूल ने इंप्लीमेंट किया ड्यूरिंग द लॉकडाउन. उन्होंने पेरेंट्स को एक ऑप्शन दिया कि जिन पेरेंट्स को होम स्कूलिंग पसंद आ रही है, उनके लिए उन्होंने एक कस्टम फीस मॉडल दे दिया कि आप सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं आप अपने बच्चे को होम स्कूल करना चाहते हैं या शिफ्ट स्कूल करना चाहते हैं. या तो शिफ्ट में स्कूल भेजेंगे तो देयर इज अ डिफरेंट फीस, अगर होम स्कूल करेंगे तो देयर इज अ डिफरेंट फीस, और स्कूल दोनों को पूरी तरीके से सपोर्ट करेगा. सो स्कूल्स हैव बीन रियली अमेजिंगली इनोवेटिव इन गेटिंग इंक्लूसिव विद व्हाटएवर द पेरेंट्स वांट. इस समय पे एक नया चैलेंज जरूर खड़ा हो गया है सारे स्कूल्स के सामने कि आपका हर क्लास, आपका हर टीचर, उसका सारा लेक्चर टाइम पेरेंट के लिए स्क्रूटनाइजेबल हो गया, बिकॉज पेरेंट हर कॉल में बैठा हुआ है. एंड इस लेवल की ट्रांसपेरेंसी कभी नहीं थी, एंड इस ट्रांसपेरेंसी को हैंडल करना बहुत टिपिकल हो रहा है, बिकॉज हर पेरेंट अलग ही तरीके से वोकल है अपनी ओपिनियन के साथ अब, एंड वो हम कैसे हैंडल करेंगे, दैट्स गोइंग टू बी अ बिग चैलेंज. बट ठीक है, people are finding solutions to that. So now we know that it's a problem, so it has to be sorted now. So let's now hear it from Pushpa ma'am, who's the principal of the Modern School Mumbai. So ma'am, over to you for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, good evening everyone, and thank you Daksh Gaur for giving me this platform to speak about the future of teacher. See, we all are facing this situation which is very, very, very new for us, and we have never thought of that. The education sector is undergoing a tectonic shift right now. Technology, unfortunately or forcefully, we have shifted on technology as our backbone of education. Technology will become the biggest intermediary of teaching learning process. Teachers and students has to grab the sudden new norms of completely tech method of teaching and learning. We are moving towards education 4.0, which will bring changes in all direction of education, from top to bottom, horizontal, vertical, all over. Hence, teacher has to change, update themselves. Gone are the days when teaching was considered as relaxed and half-day job. Now, teacher's job is going to be more challenging, demanding, and beyond normal school time. Few points on that. Online teaching is not a library of video lectures and ebooks that converts class notes into PDF. It requires knowledge and set of skills with the blend of technology. Our classroom has diverse learners group. During online learning, teacher needs to spend much time on the context for the diverse learners profile as on the content. It requires complete change in lesson plan, lesson design, and the time required for that particular lesson. During this period of distance learning, teachers are being challenged to find other ways of tackling how much their students have understood. Teacher has to develop ability to evaluate students' learning beyond exams and quizzes. This calls for redefining the role of educator. The notion of an educator as the knowledge holder who imparts wisdom to their pupil is no longer fit for the current purpose of 21st century education, where students are able to gain access of knowledge and even learn technology skills through a mere click on their phone, tablets, and computers. This requires redefining the role of educator. In future, role of teacher will need to move towards facilitating young people's development as contributing members of society. Some of the most important skills that employee will be looking forward would be creativity, communication, collaboration alongside empathy and emotional intelligence, and being able to work across demographic lines of differences. Systematic and ethical teacher will be preferred. Hence, this is the time for teachers to learn more new skills and upgrade themselves for coming future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pushpa ma'am. And you've actually pointed out a very nice, gap in all the communications that a lot of people are doing right now. Most of us think that resource or online libraries are synonymous with online teaching. There is a big difference in creating a library, creating content, putting it up online, and actually, meeting the purpose of that content. Because content consumption does not guarantee skill development. आपको समझना होगा कि कंटेंट बना देना, बच्चे का उस कंटेंट को कंज्यूम कर लेना, इस बात की एंड उसने अपना पर्पस मीट कर लिया है. बिकॉज इतना आपको डायनामिक रेट पे कंटिन्यूस इवेल्युएट करना होगा, बिकॉज एट दिस पॉइंट कंटेंट बहुत सारा है, देयर इज एन ओवरफ्लो ऑफ इट, बट उसकी यूटिलिटी और उस यूटिलिटी को बढ़ाना इज समथिंग दैट हैज टू बी थॉट ऑन राइट नाउ. अ टीचर विल नाउ हैव टू बी मोर ऑफ एन ऑब्जर्वर, क्यूरेटर. उसे बहुत ज्यादा काम नहीं करना है, बट उसे समझदार बहुत ज्यादा होना है. टीचर के विजडम को एक नेक्स्ट लेवल पे जाना पड़ेगा. So that's typically the need of the hour. So in every talk we try to get somebody who is an who is external to the school sector, so that he or she gives a bird's eye view to the sector. And हम अभी तो लॉकडाउन के अंदर ये कोशिश करते हैं कि that somebody who has a tech background, because a lot of technology questions are always there. So today we have with us the Dean for College of Engineering, Pacific University in Rajasthan. We have Mr. Piyush Javeria. So let's hear it from him, that what does he think that the role of teacher or the role of tech or the role of all this together will happen in the schools post this lockdown. So over to Piyush ji for the next 3 minutes. Piyush ji, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, Dash. Good evening, everyone. It is wonderful to hear your views and looking at what principals are talking about the new tech challenge that they are facing at this moment. I always thought that I am from tech background, and I always thought that this would come at one point of time, but never thought it will come so early. So if you go by the famous saying of Roger Stolberg, he said there is no traffic jams along the extra mile. So if there is a problem, we have to find a solution. And especially I feel like interacting, this is apart from being heading an engineering college, my personal interest is with interacting with school students. You know, I've been like taking a lot of workshops with them, you know, and I've been like telling them, yes, this is the thing moving forward ahead. You know, there are a lot of technology challenges, a lot of technology courses that you talk about. AI is being introduced in the course curriculum, you know, and people are talking about data analytics, you know. So going forward ahead, I think these are the courses that one student should focus upon. And as you talk about e-learning, online classes, you know, one thing that we are forgetting is how long we can sustain this, because there is susceptibility of students, you know, how will they be able to absorb. And the most important thing is the impact analysis. You know, how is that, because we have not, like some schools might have done the examinations online, you know, and now the real challenge will come, you know, when the board exams, you know, let's imagine a board exam being conducted online at future at one point of time. So that will also come looking at the scenario that is existing, you know. So yeah, so personally, I've been like talking to school kids of like 8th standard, 9th standard. I've been like teaching how basic things, you know, for example, how can you make a basic mobile app, you know, without using a coding. So these are like, there are a lot of platforms that are available. So students are giving, what is the advantage of doing these things is that students get an exposure to the tech. At the same time, they are more absorbing to those kind of content that is coming. So if you think looking forward, you know, people have been talking about AI. Yes, artificial intelligence is the next thing moving forward. And what are the other curriculums? I'm talking about especially from science stream. So I think, yeah, choosing the right content at the right time is very important, and delivery. So you have to make, as Dax was saying, the content has to be sticky, right? So you have to make the content very interesting, presentable to the students, and moving forward, like maybe like as you talking about with a lot of edutainment, right? So if you're trying to demonstrate something at the same time, students have an advantage of developing it and showcasing it at the same time. So my experience over the five years have been very much good with the school kids, and luckily they've done brilliant in whatever we've been like trying to teach them. Do I have a 15 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I will talk about just a short to sum up. We use the AI with a tribal government school to we did a pilot project where they were taught content for IITs. You know, they were poor background kids, you know, 11th and 12th. And I can tell you, they didn't even know English, anything. And they were able to use, we were able to use the impact of AI and crack around 15 girls, tribal girls, cracked IIT with respect to technology. This is 2 years back. Over to you, Dax. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So what we can all understand right now is the world of education is not changing. It has changed. We've already arrived there. We're not waiting for another morning to happen and then we'll realize that yes, tech would be there. But one thing is for sure, since we all are right now using a lot of edtech platforms, edtech products, a lot of education technology, modes of teaching, there's one thing that has to be observed and should be kept in mind. Most of these edtech platforms or products do not solve education issues. They solve communication issues. So education's issues still remain. And that is where the role of a school or a teacher becomes critical. Till now, we were practicing operations in schools. We knew that this was to be taught and that's the way it is going to be taught. The problem right now is you cannot focus on operations anymore. You'll have to concentrate on pedagogy now. और टीचर को अब एक टीचर से ज्यादा शायद एक मीडिया प्रोफेशनल होना पड़ेगा बिकॉज उसे सारी मीडिया वाली स्किल्स अब चाहिए. He'll now have to be an anchor, he'll now have to be an entertainer. तो वो टीचर तभी बच्चे को एंगेज कर पाएगा बिकॉज नहीं तो एक बहुत बड़ा सर्ज होम स्कूलिंग में होगा. और होम स्कूलिंग बढ़े तो कोई खराब नहीं है उसमें, बट ये है कि द रोल ऑफ द स्कूल हैज टू बी रीडिफाइंड. और ऐसा हो सकता है बहुत सारी होम स्कूलिंग स्कूल से ही हो because we need a lot of piloting models, a lot of distance models to now come into play. So before this talk comes to an end, I would like to just share 2 or 3 things with you that are just food for thought, so that if we meet next, there's some more interesting things to talk about. So first thing, right now, हम जो भी बच्चों को पढ़ाया करते थे या जो भी skills दिया करते थे, वो skills उसकी livelihood के लिए होने चाहिए थे और उसकी एक अच्छी जिंदगी के लिए होने चाहिए थे. But अब ये problem है कि बहुत सारे skills सीखने के बाद भी वो व्यक्ति लाइवलीहुड नहीं कमा पाता बिकॉज टेक्नोलॉजी हैज टेकन ओवर दैट रोल. तो अब एक नया बैरोमीटर, नया बैलेंस आ गया है टू एक्चुअली फाइंड आउट वेदर अ स्किल इज रिलेवेंट और नॉट. यू विल हैव टू राइट नाउ टेस्ट एवरी स्किल ऑन टेक. इफ टेक कैन डू इट, डोंट टीच इट. इफ टेक कैनॉट डू इट, देन ओनली टीच इट. सो राइट नाउ वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट वील हैव टू टीच देम वन स्किल, दैट्स फॉर श्योर, एंड दैट इज क्रिएटिविटी. And creativity not in the sense of paintings and colors. Creativity in the sense of critical thinking, perceptive analysis, observation, and actually put it very simply, you'll have to teach them how to think. There's something called decision models. वो शायद अब बच्चों को ही सिखाने होंगे. And second and most critical skill. अब हमने बहुत अच्छे politicians के जैसे बच्चों को screen time low से screen time high तो करवा ही दिया, and we didn't let our images get distorted. क्योंकि पहले हम ही कहते थे फोन मत छुइए, अब हम ही कहते हैं 6 घंटे फोन ही पे रहिए. सो दैट्स द वे इट हैज चेंज्ड. तो नाउ देयर इज वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. बच्चे को टेक्नोलॉजी पे या इंटरनेट पे मॉनिटर करने वाला कोई नहीं है, एंड देयर इज नो एब्सोल्यूट मॉनिटरिंग इवन बाय टेक. क्योंकि इंडिया में अभी हम लोगों के पास, सबके पास वो डिवाइसेस नहीं है जो कि लॉक्ड हो. बट दैट एक्चुअल स्किल दैट अ किड वुड नीड नाउ इज समथिंग दैट कम्स फ्रॉम द एक्चुअल वर्ड मीनिंग ऑफ द वर्ड नॉलेज. नॉलेज शब्द का मीनिंग 2 शब्दों से आता है, नोइंग योर लेज, नॉलेज, एंड दैट इज सिंपली विजडम. आपको बच्चे को एक्चुअली ये सिखाना होगा कि व्हाट्स गुड फॉर हिम एंड व्हाट्स बैड फॉर हिम. आपको कंट्रोल अपने हाथ से या टीचर के हाथ से बच्चे को देना होगा. यू हैव टू टीच हिम कि आपको जब पढ़ाया जा रहा है तो व्हाट आर द स्टेजेस ऑफ लर्निंग, ताकि वो खुद इवैल्यूएट कर सके, अच्छा मैंने यहाँ तक मैं आ गया हूँ, अब इतना राइड और बाकी है. जो कि अभी टीचर जज करता था, वो बच्चे को खुद समझना होगा. तो वो चीजें करने के लिए विल हैव टू मेक द लर्नर मोर एडवांस्ड, जो कि वो हो भी रहा है. और मतलब व्हाट आई कैन सी इज वो अभी ऑलरेडी काफी एडवांस्ड है, बट हम उस एडवांसमेंट को चैनलाइज कैसे करेंगे. एंड इन द कमिंग टाइम्स, व्हाट डू यू थिंक वुड बी द बिगेस्ट चेंज दैट यू विल सी इन योर क्लासरूम्स? थिंक ऑन दोज लाइंस. और एक छोटी सी प्रैक्टिस बिल्ड करने की कोशिश कीजिए, वो हम लोगों की रिक्वेस्ट होगी आपसे, कि रोजाना कोशिश करें कि आप एक कम से कम 200 से 250 वर्ड्स का एक ऑब्जर्वेशन पेपर लिखिए. बिकॉज ये अभी हम जो एक्सपीरियंस कर रहे हैं, ये हम जिंदगी में वापस कभी एक्सपीरियंस नहीं कर पाएंगे. एंड इस समय आपके जीवन भर का एक्सपीरियंस जो आपको इंट्यूशंस देगा, वो शायद दुनिया भर के लिए लर्निंग्स हो सकती हैं. बिकॉज एज एजुकेशनिस्ट, योर ऑब्जर्वेशन राइट नाउ वुड एक्चुअली क्रिएट द फ्यूचर नॉलेज बैंक. तो वो आदत जरूर डालिए, एंड प्लीज शेयर दोज विद अस. We are trying to collate and collect some of the best observation papers and we'll be publishing those. बहुत आसानी से एक स्कूल है गुजरात का, स्वामी नारायण ट्रस्ट का, जो अपने 50 बच्चों को लॉकडाउन के पहले हॉस्टल से घर नहीं भेज पाया था. एंड पूरे लॉकडाउन में वो 50 बच्चों को उसने अभी एक हॉस्टल में रखा हुआ है और उनके साथ वो बहुत ही अमेजिंगली एंगेजिंग एक्टिविटीज कर रहे हैं. एंड वी आर बिल्डिंग एन ऑब्जर्वेशन पेपर जस्ट अराउंड दैट, क्योंकि उस स्कूल में पढ़ने वाले बच्चे पूरे गुजरात के सबसे एफ्लुएंट फैमिलीज से आते हैं, एंड ऐसे बच्चों को एंगेज करना in a lockdown is something super critical. So whatever interesting is happening around you, try to share it with us. We have a very good competition going on where we are trying to find out South Asia's most creative school. आप, आपके पेरेंट्स, बच्चे, स्टूडेंट्स, आपका पूरा इकोसिस्टम अगर कुछ भी क्रिएटिव कर रहा है, share it with us. It's a free competition to participate, and there is a cash prize. The reason for keeping a cash prize is just that even a small little innovation actually comes out to us. So I hope you enjoyed the last 20-30 minutes. If you did, and if you want to attend the future sessions, open your audio and say a big yes. And thank you so much, people, for being here in the Blub World Web Talks 46th session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daksh.
Thank you so
Definitely,
much.
we would
Thank
love
you so
to
much.
join.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks to
Dakshji.
all.